Hey kid, it's Dad. Today's question is, what do you know? To answer this question, we are talking about another Thai idiom. That's right, it is idiom time again. Today's idiom is kind of a big one. It is really deeply entrenched in Thai culture and society. It's one that everybody knows and people use in a lot of different contexts. And that is gulp nai gala. Gulp is the Thai word for frog. Nai is in or on. It can be under also, depending on the context. And gala means shell. In this case, it actually means coconut shell. Gala is shortened from gala maprao. Maprao is coconut. So it means the frog under the coconut shell. And the parable goes like this. Once upon a time, there was a frog, and the frog lived underneath a coconut shell. And our friend the frog here did not know anything outside of the coconut shell, nor did he want to. He thought he knew everything. He says, I know my coconut shell. I know every nook and cranny. I know every spot all around the coconut shell. I am not interested in what is outside of the coconut shell. There could be something outside the coconut shell. There might not be. Doesn't matter to me. This is where I live, and everything that matters happens here. So you might be seeing where this is going. When we use the phrase "gulp nai gala" and we're talking about someone, what we're talking about is someone who thinks they know a lot about the world, but what they really know is only a very small part of the world. So I said that this is a phrase that is deep inside the culture. I think the reason for that is it's really versatile in its usage. It can describe someone who likes to pontificate about things that they don't know a lot about. And you may have met this person in the expat community. The expert on Thailand who hasn't been here for very long. We can also talk about expats that have been here for a long time, but they live in a bubble. They're like the frog also. They're also a gulp nai gala. All of these different interpretations, they have to do with what do we know and recognizing the things that we don't. Gulp nai gala not only doesn't recognize what he doesn't know, he doesn't want to recognize what he doesn't know. We're going to get two for the price of one today, because there's another. This one isn't quite an idiom, it's more of a expression. That's one that I learned from your mom. It's when she's talking about someone who is small-minded. It's in the same spirit of the gulp nai gala. She talks about someone who's small-minded, and she'll call him hua gung. Hua is head, and gung is shrimp. They have the head of a shrimp. And I'm talking about this today, kid, because I really do not want you to be any of these things. Now, I'm sure you've heard gulp nai gala before. It shows up in a popular protest song. It likens the shell to a certain administration. Keeps everything looking a certain way when in fact it's not. And the people are the frog. The people are unaware of the wider world around them. Don't be the frog, kid. I've learned nothing else. I've learned that no matter how much I think I know about something, you always find out more. And when it comes to a people or a culture, there's never a knowing or an understanding that's ever enough. If you like what we're doing here, I sure do hope that you can subscribe. I love talking to folks. If you have any questions, there's things that you want the kid to know, you think that we should talk about, go ahead and put them down in the comments, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Thanks for joining us on the ride. Alright, kid, that's going to do it for this one. Until the next video, I'll see you later.